While most people worry about possessing money, the wealthy focus their attention on acquiring money. They also understand that obtaining money is more related to one's mindset than to the investment vehicle itself. It is someone's way of thinking that truly prevents or enables making money, not the market. So regardless of the investment vehicle you choose, if you adopt the mindset that I will detail now, you will develop the correct way of thinking. So if you are ready for the challenge, let's begin. Interestingly, to be prosperous and wealthy, it is necessary to mentalize and repeat this statement until it becomes a strong will that will attract more prosperity. Comment, "I am prosperous and will generate wealth." Leave this comment and I will give it a heart, showing that you will be the first millionaire in your family. Now that you have commented, let's continue making money with a winning entrepreneurial mindset. There are 4 suitable mindsets which I call exceptional mindsets that make you money in any business you are creating, starting or planning to start developing. The appropriate mindset will ensure your success as an entrepreneur and allow you to generate wealth from it. The first entrepreneurial mindset is, you cannot make money if you do not know how to sell. Although this may not be a widely known idea, many entrepreneurs easily forget it. Some people focus on developing and producing their products, others spend money on advertising, and others simply worry about appearing to be a successful entrepreneur. However, the result is that if you are not able to sell, you will not make money. To elaborate further, think about the various ways to learn the art of selling. Learning to sell is not just a technical skill, but involves understanding human psychology, knowing what motivates your customer, what they really need, and how your product or service can be the solution to their problems. We are not just talking about selling a product, but offering real value to the buyer, and this can make all the difference in your financial success. When I first returned from Vietnam and decided to become an entrepreneur and investor, my rich dad gave me direct guidance. If you want to enter the world of business, you need to learn to sell. I took my rich dad's advice seriously and got a job in sales. I did this not for the salary, but for the chance to learn and grow. I realized that if I could overcome my own fears of making a presentation and closing a deal, I would develop a set of skills that would allow me to negotiate with partners, secure money for investment opportunities, and lead confidently. If you are an entrepreneur or considering becoming one, it is essential to honestly assess your ability to sell. One of the keys to measuring your sales skills is thinking about how you communicate with people. If you can communicate well with others, you are on the right track to mastering the art of selling. The first step to becoming a master communicator is learning to listen. Many people pretend to be listening, but are actually thinking about what they will say as soon as the other person finishes speaking. As a result, they often give responses and make comments that have little to do with what the customer was really saying at the start. Too often, sellers present a solution, the product or service, without even listening to what the customer's problem or goal is. They are focused on closing the sale, seeing the customer more as a barrier to be overcome than as a person to be served. Learn to truly listen and serve, and thus you will know how to sell. When I started this sales job, I encountered many unexpected challenges. It was not easy at first, but each rejection and each no were opportunities for me to learn and improve. I discovered that active listening is not just about hearing the words, but also about understanding the customer's needs and desires. From there, I could offer solutions that really made sense to them and that changed everything besides listening. I understood the importance of asking open-ended questions instead of questions that could be answered with a simple yes or no. I started asking questions that encouraged the customer to share more about their concerns and expectations. This technique not only showed the customer that I was genuinely interested in helping them, but also provided me with valuable information that helped me shape my sales approach over time. These skills became valuable, not only in sales, but in all areas of my professional life. Negotiating with business partners, securing financing and leading teams became easier and more natural tasks. The ability to communicate effectively, listen, and understand the needs of others is essential for any kind of success in business and life. Entrepreneurial mindset number 2, follow what you love to do. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. Often when you start, you end up taking on all the functions of your business. Your business card may say founder and CEO, but in reality, you are also the one cleaning and organizing everything, and that is perfectly fine. Many people are attracted to the world of entrepreneurship because they appreciate the idea that the success or failure of the company is in their hands. If you are not careful, you can easily lose the connection with what motivates you, and once that motivation is gone, your days in the business are numbered. Most entrepreneurs end up distancing themselves from their true passion because they get caught up in the more bureaucratic and administrative tasks of the company, leaving little or no time to dedicate to activities involving the future vision of the business. Entrepreneurship is challenging and requires intense dedication. Often at the beginning of the journey, you will be responsible for all activities, from strategic planning to sweeping the office floor, and that's normal. Many people are attracted to entrepreneurship precisely because they like the idea that the success or failure of the company is the result of their personal effort and dedication. However, if you are not careful, you may end up distancing yourself from what really excites and motivates you. Without this excitement, the future of the company may be compromised. Discouragement arises when you as an entrepreneur get entangled in endless administrative activities, leaving aside what really brought the sparkle to your eyes when you decided to start a business. It is essential that even with all the daily obligations, you keep the flame of your passion alive. Do not let the endless bureaucratic tasks extinguish your enthusiasm for the future vision and innovation of the company. Organize your time, delegate whenever possible, and reserve moments to reconnect with what initially inspired you to start a business. Keeping the passion alive is essential to surviving and thriving in the entrepreneurial world. Entrepreneurial mindset number 3. Do not fear putting a price on your product or service. It is essential to recognize the value of what you offer. Every time you question whether you are charging too much, even unconsciously, you diminish your own confidence, and this directly reflects on your consumer. Nowadays, there are budget and sometimes even free versions of almost any product available on the market. Therefore, it is understandable that you might feel tempted to adjust your price to compete with these cheaper alternatives. However, there is an important detail to consider. When people fall in love with your product or service, they will be willing to pay a significant amount for it. Take Apple products as an example. Consumers are willing to spend hundreds of dollars more on devices that in essence are very similar to those offered by the competition. Both Apple computers and PCs allow internet access, image editing and multimedia playback, assuming quite similar functionalities. However, by stating this similarity, it is likely that an Apple enthusiast will promptly list a series of reasons why they believe Macs are superior to PCs, and that is exactly the point. Steve Jobs had a clear understanding and conviction about the value of his product without fearing to ask consumers to pay more, not just for the functionalities offered, but also for the experience provided. Develop the habit of evaluating what you expect to achieve with your business. By doing so, you will always know where it stands and how you can adjust its course to achieve your goals. Entrepreneurial mindset number 4. Fail fast and often. Most entrepreneurs and investors are not afraid to take risks. If they were, they would probably still be taking refuge in secure 9-to-5 jobs to achieve financial success. It is necessary to experiment, take risks, challenge your own limits, and even accept the possibility of financial losses. As an entrepreneur, expecting not to make mistakes is a big mistake. See mistakes not as something to be avoided at all costs, but as unique learning opportunities tailored specifically to you. Your conditions and your business, the more choices you can learn from and the faster you can absorb them, the more you will reduce the learning curve, putting yourself in a more advantageous position to make your business thrive. By adopting the mindset of failing fast and often, you begin to explore the power of iteration. Iteration involves the continuous repetition and improvement of processes until they achieve the desired results. The ultimate goal of your enterprise is to make money and grow. To reach this goal, You need to persist until you find the necessary growth for your company to sustain itself without external help. When you start a business, the speed of execution is crucial to success. The more rigorously you can conduct experiments and quickly automate processes, the greater your chances of finding that winning combination. This winning combination is what allows you to scale your operations, making it possible to realize your big dream. Therefore, do not fear making mistakes. Accept mistakes as part of the process. Fail fast, fail often, and learn even faster. It takes trial, error, learning, and renewed attempts. If you make a mistake and give up, you will never achieve the success that could have been yours. You who have come this far, this shows that you are a resilient person and deserve all the prosperity this world has to offer. So comment until the end, and I will leave a heart on your comment, proving your resilience, but do not leave the video yet. Here on the screen, I will leave 2 of my recommendations to add even more value to your knowledge, so go watch them now.